All right. We are good to go. Welcome everybody to our AMA with Hebi.io. We'll just wait a little bit until everybody joins in and then we can continue with our AMA. Welcome everybody. I hope you enjoy today's AMA. We have a very special guest today, Hebi.io. And we have Hebi.io CEO, Mr. Mustafa Aliwat. So welcome, Mr. Mustafa.
Hey everyone, this is Mustafa speaking. Thank you, Tunjai, for the intro.
All right, guys. So to quickly mention, Hebi's is an NFT search engine that provides data for all NFTs on multiple blockchains, and marketplaces as well, and metaverse where you can discover, find, and sell extraordinary and unique NFTs. So it is a very special opportunity for you guys. We will be talking about it shortly, but first let's hear it from Mr. Mustafa. Welcome, Mr. Mustafa, once again to our AMA. We're so glad to have you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to be with you. It was a nice opening, Tunjai. You really and shortly you described Habis very well. I want to add something about it, if you let me.
Of course.
Habis is not just an NFT search engine, but we prefer to call it an NFT platform, since it has several products in it, all integrated to others. To start with, the first one is the search engine, as you said. And also we have a marketplace, and then an NFT launchpad. And also we act like an aggregator, NFT aggregator. And lastly, since we are scanning multiple blockchains, as of now, they are the 5 major blockchains, including Ethereum, BNB chain, Avalanche, Polygon, and Phantom. And
Amazing.
Solana is on the way. So we have huge data to provide to the community, especially the NFT project developers.
I see. So that's great. Hopefully it goes well with the Solana as well. So guys, make sure everybody, welcome once again to our AMA with Hebis, and make sure to check out their socials as well. The links will be shared in the chat shortly, so just take a look before or after, or like during the AMA, after or during. Hopefully you'll enjoy this one, and we will have 2 parts now, part of our own questions and then another set of questions from the viewers. So we can begin with the first part whenever you are ready, Mr. Mustafa.
Yeah, I'm always ready. Please.
All right, so we can begin. Our first question is, can an NFT be listed on more than one marketplace? And if so, what are the advantages of this?
Yeah, shortly, yes. Any NFT, whether it is an ERC 721 or it's ERC 1155, you can, if you are the owner of that specific NFT, you can list it on OpenSea and then come list that specific NFT on Habis also. So there is no technical limit for that. Think of it like you have a good product and you list it on Amazon, and beside Amazon, you can list it also on eBay. So there is no limit. Yes. So when you list it on several platforms, several marketplaces, you increase your chance to sell it as soon as possible.
All right, that's great. But one thing that scratches my mind is the prices of these products all the same in every single marketplace?
No, not necessarily. You can change the listing price. Let's say if OpenSea takes a commission rate of 3%, and if Hebbies take just 2%, you can list for different prices. Let's say if you list it for 1 Ether on Hebbies, and on the other hand, since the commission rate is higher than Hebbies on OpenSea, you can list it, let's say 1.1 Ether. So it's up to you.
I see. Great. So let's move on to our second question. What value do multi-chain marketplaces hold for us in the future?
Yeah, think of it, when the internet started in 90s and then boomed in the new millennium. If you do know what website, what domain you have to search for, it's okay. But now you are searching for lots of things without knowing the exact domains, exact websites. So thanks to Google, yeah. And when we want to describe in an easy way with the exact counterpart in the Web 2 world, we call Habbies is the Google of NFTs. So right now, Tunjai, majority of the NFTs now is on Ethereum, and the volumes are generally on OpenSea. So as of now, currently, you can just jump to OpenSea and find maybe anything you search for in the Ethereum blockchain on OpenSea. But in a few years, things gonna change because there are several blockchains which has a good infrastructure, such as Solana, Avalanche, Phantom, Polygon, and you will want to search, let's say, your name, Tunjai or Mustafa, and instead of switching from marketplace to marketplace, you are gonna come to Habbies and just you do in Google, type your name and just click, and in a multiple chain manner, we will be searching anything related to Tunjai, let's say. So that will be the main advantage. And also, Habbies is not just an NFT indexer, let's say. We are storing many data about the collections and the NFTs, including flood prices, volumes, and the marketplace data. Let's say you have an NFT, or you are looking for an NFT, let's say, and in Habbies, you can have a 360-degree view of that NFT. What do I mean? You can view the listing price on OpenSea, and also Rarible, and also Foundation. So in one page, you will see all the prices in different marketplaces with all other data, including the metadata of that specific NFT, volume, flood price, and etc.
I see. That's great. Thank you for answering the question. I've really been enlightened about that. And let's move on to our third question. They say, what are the benefits of search engine technology?
When I started, Tunjai, 1.5 year ago, we have been developing blockchain projects for almost 8 years. And 1.5 year ago, we started to develop our own platform instead of providing boutique tailor-made services to other companies. We decided to have our own NFT platform. And we have seen that, of course, we we have explored and searched all the products and started to look for a competitive advantage. And at those time, 1.5 year ago, there wasn't so much marketplaces, maybe a bunch of them, and you can name them immediately at once.
Yes.
And we have seen that there is no search engine like Google. There was no Google of the NFTs.
Yes, you would
So
have to go individually.
yes, yes. And also, we have seen that there are several tools. Let's say you have several NFTs, but to list them, you need a marketplace. And if they are on multiple chain, and let's say some in Solana, some in Avalanche, some in Ethereum, some in Flow, let's say you need different marketplaces. And even if you have listed your NFTs, but still, like you do in crypto exchanges, what you do in crypto exchanges, you can trade your cryptocurrencies, but generally you use your wallet, right? So you can track your total value and the change in prices and etc. So easy, right? But in NFT world ecosystem, there are several tools for that. Let's say portfolio tool, but they're in different tools, different environments, and then now we collected them in one platform. So you can search for now in 65 million NFTs.
Wow.
And you can search for in 1.1 million collections right now, Tunjay. And still, you have a portfolio management tool. So after you connect your wallet, you can track your NFTs, their flood prices, their fluctuations, price fluctuations, and your total asset value, which is valuable for us in one platform.
Yes. Thank you for that. Those are some great numbers that you have under your hand. Amazing. Guys, while we are waiting for the next question, I want to remind you guys to check out Hebbies_IO on Twitter. If you are interested in this project, just go ahead, give it a try, check it out. Hebbies_IO on Twitter, and you can access Hebbies' other socials as well, like Discord and Telegram, and also their main website, which is hebbies.io. Pretty straightforward. Go ahead and check it out. And if you have any questions, or if you are wondering anything more after the AMA is over, you can go ahead and check out the hebbies.io website. Under there is a contact form, or you can join their socials and ask one of the admins yourself. Thank you for giving it a chance, and we can move on with our next question now. NFT marketplaces are bridges between the buyer and investor. So how should such a bridge be? Could you define it? So I guess what they are trying to say is, what should be the vital aspects of a platform like this? And I guess you could also mention which ones do Hebbies also have.
Yeah. Actually, there are two sides of it as an answer. The first one, let's say the collectors, or not just the collectors. Let's start with the products or projects itself. They need an NFT launchpad as a start, which OpenSea doesn't have now, and we do have it. So you can launch your NFT collection in Hebbies as soon as possible. And also, we are providing the smart contracts, which is audited already. So you can feel safe when you are deploying and using your smart contract, NFT smart contract. Also, by our smart contract, you can easily manage your rounds. You know, when you launch an NFT collection, you divide it into rounds. Let's say free mint round or
Mm-hmm.
whitelist or whatever it is, with different options, different prices, different lists. So you can manage them on smart contract and also on the UI side to provide your investors with a smooth user experience. And also, we mentioned that we have a portfolio management tool. So even if you don't have a search engine or marketplace or launchpad, still you can use Habits for the portfolio management. So since we are a multi-chain platform, after you connect your wallet, uh, the rest is on our side.
Yeah.
We scan your wallet, so and then we list your NFTs. By listing, I mean I don't mean putting them on sale, of
Of
course,
course, of
just
course.
listing them as a wheel,
Yeah.
and then you can track their values and your total asset value in a timely manner. And uh, what can I say, Tunjai? Also, yeah, this is actually a bridge between the projects, collectors, and the investors.
Mm-hmm.
And when we look from the collectors side, collectors needs specific data. Let's say uh, volumes of that collection,
Of
floor
course.
prices, and also the history of the transfers and sales. And also we provide a specific analytics, Tunjai, which is also very valuable for investors. It's something related to estimate the price, and also if whether the collection is the next blue chip.
I see.
So these two value statistics mean a lot for the investor.
Of course, it is a pretty valuable information. Amazing. And I have checked out the hebbies.io website as well, and you can see every transaction that is happening, guys. It is pretty transparent in that matter. If you are even just curious to go check out what's happening, you can just go ahead and check it out without doing any additional things. It's pretty straightforward and open. Go ahead and give it a try. The links are being shared in the chat right now. Make sure to click it and get directed to it and give it a follow, give it a try. Thank you in advance, and we can continue with our viewer questions if you are ready, Mr. Mustafa.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, our first questions from the viewers is, you say Hebbies is a multi-chain NFT marketplace and search engine. How many blockchains does Hebbies support in total? And do you have plans to add more chains in the future?
Right now, it's 5 blockchains: Ethereum, BNB Chain, Avalanche, Polygon, and Phantom. But Solana is being integrated right now. You know, Solana has a totally different infrastructure, so it takes time.
Exactly, yes.
But if any chain which is EVM compatible, it's like something like that. Let's say to integrate it to Hebbies. So if you have a suggestion about some EVM compatible blockchain, we can just integrate it in a couple of days. But Solana, as I said, Solana, Flow, they have totally different technical infrastructure. So it takes time. Uh, we have plans to integrate more and more by the time. But of course, we are following a list which has the highest volumes regarding the NFTs. So the next will be Solana, and probably after Solana we will be integrating Flow. That's
Hopefully.
it.
The big ones, the ones
Yeah.
that matter, yes. Great. Hopefully, we will see it in the future, near future, guys. Go ahead and give it a try. It might be an opportunity for you. The links are still being shared in the chat. Make sure to click it. Give it a shot. And let's move on with the second question from our viewers. I want to know your vision for next year's goals. Where do you envision many companies investing in the world of NFTs? So it's a more general question, but I guess they are wondering.
Yeah, it's a good question. We are all wondering what
Yes.
will happen next year. Such a bear market was, for me at least, was unpredictable, let's say. I wasn't expecting it to last so long. But I believe in NFT ecosystem, NFT space, because NFTs is not just some JPEGs or some game assets, game items, but it's really about the ownership of any asset. It could be any asset, digital asset or physical asset. Some also Azuki has published a new standard, physical backed tokens. So still NFT ecosystem and technical side also, technical aspects, has a way to go, but the potential is huge.
I think so as well.
Yeah. And probably and hopefully next year, the market will be healing, and what NFT needs is the use case. If the use case come into play, other than the games and some other collections, like let's say some special club passes, you can use NFTs like passes or tickets, the real life use cases, I mean. So if they come into play, NFT sector will be in a different place when we compare it to the cryptocurrencies.
I see, yes. So hopefully a bright future is ahead of us, we'll see. We're all waiting anxiously. And we can move on to the third question now. They said, great idea, thank you for the compliment. And about time there is a search for NFT. Will the search engine categorize NFT image results in order of price? Because it might become a hassle every time to search for an NFT if we have to go through 3 or 4 sites. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's something we aim to solve. We are collecting data from directly chains, but still the sales data. Let's say if you put an NFT on sale on OpenSea, let's say, it's still an off-chain data. It is not depicted on the blockchain because people don't wanna pay gas fees. So if you put on sale, it is not written on the blockchain still. So to fetch any data, current sales data, you have to integrate marketplace API. So we are now working on integrating marketplace APIs, such as OpenSea's APIs, but they are somehow reluctant to provide API keys. But one of the aim we plan is to solve that problem. When you view an NFT, you will be seeing all the prices from different marketplaces. So you can compare the prices and then buy, if you want, buy on Habbies, or just jump to OpenSea, let's say, and buy there.
I see.
So yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the explanation. Let's move on to the fourth question. They say hello at hebbies_io, and guys, this, let me just have this as a reminder. The link is still in the chat. Go ahead, give it a try. When I try to create an NFT on your website, some fee is charged. Can you explain the fee calculation?
Yeah, if you try to mint any NFT, it's not related to Habbies. It's the gas fee, which is paid to the network of that specific blockchain. So it differs from chain to chain. Generally, the Avalanche, let's say Avalanche or BNB chains, gas fees are less. But when you come to the Ethereum, it's of course higher than the others. So it's not related to Habbies. We don't charge any cost for minting NFTs. The calculation is generally done on the MetaMask. If you using MetaMask, MetaMask calculates it and shows it to you just before the approval or rejection, let's say. So if you approve the gas fee, then it is sent to the blockchain directly from your wallet. If you reject it, you don't pay anything.
I see. Yes, pretty straightforward. Thank you for the explanation. Let's move on to the next question. What requirements should a project meet to be accepted from the Hebbies Launchpad?
Yeah, we have a strict policy that
I could.
In such a bad market, there are too many scammers, frauds, rug pulls. So we have a bunch of checklists, but generally we prefer to have an interview with the projects so we can sense them, see them, and then have let's say have an opinion about their team, project, and their capability to finish, to complete the project. And there also we try to understand their intention as well as their use case. So we have a strict checklist, and nowadays no one passed the checklist.
I see.
We don't wanna lose that tight, let's say. We wanna keep that tight.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Okay, that's great.
But if you wonder it, you can, there is a application form in our Launchpad. So you can see some of the questions we ask, but of course they are not the only ones. We generally ask anything we wanna know on the interview, online interview.
Exactly. It is actually a good policy. I don't think you can go wrong with being extra safe in like something so important like NFTs and the marketplace. So I want to congratulate you on that as well.
Thanks.
Now let's move on to the next question. Could you explain the search to earn part in detail?
Yeah. It's a go-to-market strategy for us. We aim to function it like that. Let's say you search for an Azuki, a specific Azuki item, let's say. It's on OpenSea. You can directly go to OpenSea and buy it. That's okay. But we tell you to come first to Hebbies, search for that specific Azuki item, and if you still want to buy it on OpenSea, we have a claim button. You jump to OpenSea from Hebbies.io, you buy it there, and we know it. We know you visited the page of NFT, and then you jumped it to OpenSea and you bought it. We know it, we track it. And after that, after you buy it, you can come back and claim your Hebbies token.
That's great.
Yeah, that's what we call search to earn.
It is a pretty like useful thing to for collectors, because it's an extra earning from for them, actually, like from thin air, and also like they're gonna be using something that makes their job much more easier. Like when you get used to Hebbies, you can just constantly use it, and you know where to find it, and it's so accessible and easy. So that's a great idea on your end.
Yeah, definitely. Tunja, also we are working on a gamification infrastructure now. What I mean by gamification, we will be giving you tasks in Hebbies with simple tasks like just connect your wallet or find this type of NFTs, etc. You will be gaining, earning a Hebbies token.
I see. So like side quests inside a game. It's like a extra job, but you gain something out of it. That's great. Thank you for explaining that aspect as well. Guys, I want you guys to remind you to check out Hebbies_IO on Twitter. The links are still being shared in the chat. Make sure to visit and give it a try. You will not regret it. You can access other links to Hebbies' socials as well and their main website. Make sure to check it, and we can move on to the next question. Do all users need to use Hebbies APIs, or do they just need it for project generation?
Yeah, if you have an NFT project, to speed up your development process, you can use our APIs. Let's say you need an API that fetches all data from Avalanche, let's say, or you need a wallet addresses all NFTs, let's say. You can use our APIs for that. So generally, as a user, yeah, you can use it, but it is especially built for the developers, the project owners.
I see. Okay, so it's still accessible and usable. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you for the explanation. Guys, just another reminder to check the chat. The link is still being shared. Thank you for joining. We are currently over 10,000 views. That's a great amount. Thank you everybody for joining in and tuning in. So let's move on to the next question. It says, ambassadors play a vital role in every project. Do you have an ambassador program? And if so, how can I be one?
Yeah, it's a great question. Right now, we work with collab managers and community managers. So it somehow look like the ambassador program, I think. But if you wanna apply for that, please come to our contact form and define yourself like a CV, a short CV, let's say intro, so we can evaluate your process.
And where can they apply with it, the CV?
Yeah, in Hebbies.io, we have a contact form. You can use that form to submit.
I see.
And also, if you want to directly send an email, feel free to use our support email, support.hebbies.io. Support@hebbies.io.
All right.
Sorry.
Great. Support@hebbies.io or their form present in hebbies.io website, guys. If you are interested in being an ambassador, you can just submit an application on there. Thank you in advance, and let's continue with our next question. Your vision and mission are good, according to the website. However, it requires significant user traffic to be long-term viable. What marketing plan do you have in place to boost the credibility of your project's brand and enhance mainstream adoption?
Yeah, another good question and good bigger picture. Yeah, that's right. I can give you the example of Super Rare. They really spent hundreds of millions of dollars for their go-to-market strategy. So it's really somehow really hard to be another marketplace. But our vision is not to be just a marketplace, but to be an NFT platform. And our flagship is the search engine itself. We know that now it's really hard in a bear market, and no one, let's not say no one, but the majority does not need a search engine. But in 2 years, that's what we estimate. In 2 years, the people, the NFT holders and investors and projects will need a search engine. That's what we plan. In 2 years, we will try to reach any player in the NFT space. What do we have as a marketing plan is to have, as we do now, AMAs, and we contact with communities, Solana communities, let's say, Polygon communities, and we collaborate with the big tech of the NFT or blockchain space, such as, we have a collaboration with Chainlink. We developed a mutual product, and also we. Is that okay, Tunjai? So, or I need to elaborate?
Just 1 second, Mr. Mustafa. There was a technical issue right there, so I lost you for a minute. I tried to reach out to you, but I couldn't. So one second, please.
Okay, take your time, no problem.
All right, so let's just set this up once again. Okay, there we go. That was quite easy. Unfortunately, both me and the stream couldn't really quite catch the last question the last part of your question. So I would love to hear it again, because I believe this AMA is very informative and useful for all of our viewers, so I don't want anybody to miss anything about that. So if you could just summarize it, that would be great.
No problem. It's my pleasure to tell them again. We are now we have a marketing strategy. The first one, the major stones of the marketing strategy, start with the incentivizing the users. What we use to incentivize the users is search to earn mechanism, which I mentioned earlier in the AMA, and also the gamification infrastructure, which has some tasks you finish, you complete, and then you gain Happy's token. So the first part of the marketing strategy to get attraction from the people is the gamification and the search to earn mechanism. So you can earn Happy's tokens. And beside that, when you earn the token, you also learn about the platform itself. And also the platform, I keep calling platform, because it's not just a search engine. The search engine, as Google do, because, Google is free.
Yes.
You can use it for free. Why? Because they need users in attraction, traction.
Exactly.
So that's why the flagship of the platform is the search engine. in 2 years, all of us, all of the NFT spaces users will need a search engine.
Exactly.
And at that moment, we will be maybe 3 years ahead of our competitors. And also, we will be having the most hugest data set, which is now more than 65 million NFTs and also more than 1.1 million collections already indexed and searchable. You can give it like in milliseconds, let's say, you will get the results from our search engine. And also the marketplace, NFT launchpad, the tools we provide, like the portfolio management, they are all for the people's benefit, the users' benefit. And that's the first part. And the second part, uh, in the bear market, it's a bear market. There are no big volumes, and there are no such transfers, let's say. So
Yes.
people generally don't want to listen to any project. But
Exactly.
but still, we have many things to do, like working on the product, building the community, and also making partnerships and collaborating with the big tech of the blockchain ecosystems, such as Chainlink, Chainstack, Moralis, Infura, the Graph, with consensus. We uh, we are collaborating with them in such marketing plans, building new products together, and whatever we have with that. Yesterday, I was with the Chain Stacks head of NFT. So we were discussing what can we do together to build new something for the benefit of the users, and making some marketing plan together, announcing it, and whatever it does. So this is the other part. And as I said, of course, we have to wait again to just speed up everything we do now for the bull market.
Exactly. Oh, yes. Hopefully coming soon. Yes, thank you for the answer. And while you said developing the project and also increasing the community, I just want to remind everybody to go ahead and join or check out the Twitter at least. Go ahead, give it a try. Visit the website, check it out thoroughly. They have so much information on there. I have checked it personally, and I suggest you guys the same because this is a huge potential to get into early on. Make sure to look at it, give it a try, and let's move on to our last ready to go question from our viewers, and then we'll check the chat maybe to see if anyone has any extra questions as well. They're saying many projects look great only on their white paper and roadmap, but face many difficulties when trying to implement the project's mission and end with failure. So how does Hebbies.io overcome these obstacles in their project development? And I would also like to know more about the team and their capabilities.
Good catch. This is more than a white paper. There is a working product right now on production. So you can touch it, you can try it. So you can decide on yourself if it is well done or not. So that's one of our strengths. When we collaborate with anyone, or just we are contacting an investor, we just show them the demo, not demo, the live environment, which is fully functional right now. So that's our strength right now. Of course, when we mention about the team, if you look at the team, you will see that, we are not just developers. I'm actually a computer engineer, and I had been working at banks as the head of R&D for several years, and I have been always in the kitchen. So, and for the last 8 years, my specialty is developing blockchain projects. And I'm also a PMP. Maybe some of you doesn't know anything about PMP. I'm a licensed project management professional. And our C-level is generally the people which has a real success on their specialties, and some of them also has a very successful startups already. So our team really has an experience, a deep experience, both on the technical side and also on managerial side, and also on the marketing side, let's say. So when I just started in 1.5 years ago, I cherry picked them.
I see. Yes. So all pretty nice picks, I believe. Yes. And I'm guessing you have like a team information on the main website as well, or I didn't check that part.
Yeah. You can find it there in the footer side of the hebbies.io. There's a link, more info and white paper.
I see.
There you can see the team. So it's intro.hebbies.io.
All right. So guys, make sure to check out hebbies.io and also their Twitter, hebbies_io, for more information and more links to guide you. It's pretty straightforward. I have checked it out and navigated easily myself, so go ahead and give it a try. And if you guys have any further questions, you can go ahead, or other than that, this is it for our questions. Let's wait just a little bit to see if anybody has anything.
Tuncay, by the way, Hebbies is a legal entity in the US. And we have a physical office in the DC. So anyone welcome.
I see. Okay. Any of you guys in DC, just a reminder, you will be able to go ahead and give them a personal visit, get to know them.
And our team is from Turkey, the UK, Canada. So it's
pretty
as
global.
Expected, a distributed team from all over the world.
Many language options as well, guys, and make sure to check it out. All right, so someone asked, are there any offices in any Asian countries?
In Asian countries, we have in Istanbul of Turkey, but not in any other Asian country.
All right.
Right now, yet.
That is pretty good, and I hope more will come in the future. So I think this is it for today's AMA. Thank you everybody for joining, especially Mr. Mustafa. Thank you for joining. We really enjoyed having you as a guest on this AMA, guys. Make sure to check out, the link is still being shared in the chat. Go ahead and give it a click, give it a look. We appreciate it so much. I see a huge potential in this project, and I'm honestly hopeful for the future of this project, Mr. Mustafa. Thank you for joining us. That's it for today, everybody. Thank you for joining in, and hopefully we'll do this again in the future with Mr. Mustafa, but we'll see about that. I'm very hopeful about this, and thank you for joining us, everybody. Take care.